Hello and welcome to the Fodlan mod for Crusader Kings 3. This is a total conversion mod which takes the world of Fire Emblem Three Houses and puts it into Crusader Kings, which is a great fit because Fire Emblem is filled with plotting nobles, scheming within each other, romances between the different rulers, all sorts of twists and turns, and it could make for a very interesting mod. The main scenario of Three Houses basically involves one of these three big empires you see in the center declaring war on the rest of them, and it leads to a bunch of interconnected alliances spiraling down. There are multiple different routes that you can take in that game, but essentially it's a lot of different plots and schemes all culminating in one big kind of climax at the end of it. So, what are we going to be doing today? Well, we're going to be playing as Edelgard, and she is, whatever you think of her in the game, she is effectively the one who kicks it all off. She is the one who throws the first stone that starts off the war. And we're playing her because there are no story events in this mod currently. This mod doesn't have any major story things. It has a few events where you can see they're trying out different things, but nothing that will guide you through. There are some other mods that I have played in the past where you would start it up and then it'd be like, alright, because this is how it happens. I think the Lord of the Rings mod does it, where it's like, this is what happens in the books, therefore we're going to give you an event to give you a little kickstart and a little push in the right direction. This one, there's absolutely none of that, but it does have some cool stuff. First things first, it has a crest system. Now, crests are a mechanic from Three Houses, which basically were, if you were a noble, you got a crest and it gives you some sort of bonus in combat, effectively. That was how it was used in Three Houses. And it was described lore-wise as some sort of sign of nobility. It was a bit of something that was passed down through your bloodline, all the way back from ancient saints and heroes and all of that sort of stuff. And it basically said, you're better than the common folk. So, what we have here of Edelgard is we have a minor crest of Seros. And you can see here, basically, it gives us a bunch of boosted stats, which is kind of cool. If we go over to Dimitri here, you'll see he has a different one. He has the one of Blithed, which gives him mostly martial stats, so very kind of physical stuff. And the other main character from Three Houses is not Oswald. Oswald is actually the, I think, uncle to this person. But anyway, essentially, this is the other main one. And he has the minor crest of Reagan. Now, there are minor and major crests, and effectively they do what you would think they would do. A major crest is just like a better version of a minor crest, if that makes sense. Like, if we check on Edelgard again, the major crest of Flames, you can see that the difference between the stats is pretty significant, right? So, it's basically just well, you may have a crest, but you don't have a major crest, so you're just a little bit worse than us. The other thing that they did that I've seen is if you have a look at religion here, they've added in a new tenant, a fourth tenant, which is kind of interesting. Now you also have some of this stuff which we don't really have anything to do with yet. You can see some of the mods a little bit unfinished. What's this trait? Just checking. Scholar, yeah, we've seen that before. Anyway, so this is the leader's path, and it's just to kind of show you the different ways through that this thing has. So the idea of this one is that it's going to be more like focused towards so Edelgard's basically positioned as an anti-church person, so this is going to be more positioned that way, which I guess is why Scholar is a virtue. And then if we check Faerghus over here, you'll see that we've got the teachings of Seros, and that's kind of a little bit opposite. They're more like, you know, you're following the church, you're being just, you're trusting other people. That's kind of the churchy way. Talking of the church, there is a fourth player in this center bit here, which is the Church of Seiros, which is Rhea. She is our rival, and she has a few other traits which we won't go into for spoiler reasons, but effectively she's our main target. She's the person who we actually dislike. The rest of them, we mostly just dislike because they follow the church. She is, in particular, the one person that we're after. Now, you might be wondering, why do I only care about these three big ones in the center? Well, despite being the biggest, they're also the only ones that are really mentioned to any great degree in the main game of Fire Emblem. Brigid is mentioned because you have a party member who comes from Brigid, but it's not particularly relevant to the ongoing situation. And Almira is again relevant due to reasons, but is not like particularly a major factor of what we're doing right now. It may end up being a factor, as there's some stuff going on with Claude and Almira, but I don't know how much it's going to happen. It basically comes down to random chance whether or not anything comes of that. So effectively, it's these three, and our goal is to take over Faerghus, the Leicester Alliance, and the Church of Seiros. Now, we could just declare war on the Church of Seiros, and I think that might be what I do first. They are by far the weakest of these three people that we want to take out. They have 1,290. The next strongest though is Faerghus, and they have 6,949. If we could take them down a notch, that might be useful for us. And the Leicester Alliance is just sitting here over with 5,000. Now they have an alliance with Almira right now, actually. Almira's sitting here with 1,700. So they're not actually as weak as they would first seem, like compared to Faerghus, but we are definitely stronger. Yeah, so we could go after the church. I'm not sure if anything bad's going to come, at us because of it. The only wars that we can really do now are county conquest, so it would make a lot of sense to try and take some of this land now while they're a little bit weaker. Like maybe even try and take this land all the way over here, just because it's kind of out of the way. Can I just try to see which one we'd be going for here? They have a lot of counties. Where are these other counties? Ah, right, there's actually a lot in here that I've missed. Oh, okay, so they're very, very small counties. I see. Oh, there's actually 2 over here as well, so that's not too helpful. So maybe the ones that are right next to our realm? Yeah, we can maybe get something here. Even though, there's again 3. Ideally, we'd want a duchy war on her, but I don't believe that we're in a great position to do that. No, because we don't have a high enough fame level. So we need a little bit of that to be built up. Right, let's do the normal Crusader Kings things, and then we'll see what we can do going forward. Oh, I like this. Okay, so I haven't seen this yet. So all of these are characters from the game. I believe that's Lorenz, Edelgard, I think that's Anna, Hubert, and then that'll be Mercedes. So if we go in here, I'm just seeing whether there's anything new. I don't believe that there is, but I'm doing another little check. So I would assume that at some point they're planning on updating these and kind of like going in and adding in extra bits. But right now, not really necessary. War seems like a good thing. We start with Serve the Crown, which gives us control growth and natural dread. That seems okay. We could go for some more of this and get more dread gain, potentially, if we want to be going down that path. But I think we just go strategy, take the flat marshal, which should give us a few extra troops. We should also marry at some point, which might be relevant. Just seeing what else we got here. So we got our marshal, who's off organizing levies, disrupting schemes, collecting taxes. All of this seems good so far. I'm going to switch our chancellor over to domestic affairs because I want them to kind of deal with internal issues for us. And our bishop, religious relations. We have pretty bad stats across the board. Can we change our spy master? He absolutely sucks. Do we have a better spy master? We do. Hubert, you're assigned. We really don't want to be killed, so that seems like a good first thing to do. Let's see what marriages we have available. So, we have some internal ones. Oh, right. Do we have any factions first? That's important to look at. We do have one, and the member is Melikor here. Okay, I think we can probably ignore him. He's not really that strong. Okay, right. Back to who we can marry. So we have Ferdinand, who is naturally Edelgard's rival. Minor Crest of Keyhole. Okay. He's pretty much diplomacy focused. I think we probably want a little bit more martial. Could marry Caspar. Now, Caspar, I believe, is a second son. Yeah, he's the second son, so he's kind of in line to something, but this is all internal within our realm as well. Can we marry somebody who's not of our religion? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to double check. We can also marry Caspar's brother if we wanted to. I see. We got anybody else? Tristan Fraldarius. Now, that is the brother of Duke Rodrigue Fraldarius up here. So that's the Holy Kingdom of Faerghus. How far down the succession tree is he? If we have a look at the Duchy of Fraldarius here, he's second in line. So we could potentially do something there if we wanted to kill Felix and Rodrigue. What else have we got here? I don't know who you are. we got a good marriage going on with that. You own this duchy right here. You look fairly far down the line of succession. Yeah, like a really far down the line of succession, potentially. Yeah, so that doesn't seem good. Anyone else? Franz Minning, my vassal. I want to try and avoid my vassals in particular. Just seeing whether anyone else's name pops up. Lindhart is another character from the main game. He's got the Crest of Sethlin, gives him a health boost here. I'm just kind of having a little nose around, seeing if there's anybody who I recognize that's immediately like, ah, we got to marry them. I think actually Fraldarius is not a bad choice for us. But you know what we could also do if we have a look at this sort? Let's have a look by Alliance Power. Was this already by Alliance Power, I guess? Well, pretty much. Okay. So I'm going to marry I'm going to marry him. That gives us an alliance with Fraldarius up here, which is quite nice. It also gives us a potential... Wait, that's not him, sorry. Him. Right, so that gives us a marriage with Fraldarius, which is not bad. It also gives us a potential way to get that land. We're not really planning on playing past Edelgard, so that's all fine for us. Yeah, let's go with him. We'll get the marriage. Chance of getting Comely, Minor Crest of Seros, and the Major Crest of Flames. That's all from us. He does not have a crest. I believe that his brother does, but, you know, nothing we can really do about that right now. So let's just send it off. Although I don't suppose, can we marry... We could just marry Felix. Would that not be easier? Why can we not marry Felix? He has the Major Crest of Fraldarius. That would seem like a better marriage for us. They will accept, but not matrilineally. Ooh, okay. Well, that's problematic. Yeah, we kind of do want it to be matrilineal, don't we? Let's go here and go back to Tristane. Would you accept a matrilineal marriage? You would. Okay. I think it was naturally already filtering by that, potentially. So we could get that marriage going. Yeah, you know what? We'll marry him. We'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to start my work on killing the Duke. Right. We'll see how that all plays out. Nobody wants to join. You could be convinced for some money. We have a little bit of money, so I'll send that one off. Right. Cool. Oh, you'll see that the date is all changed. Basically, just care about the bit that's in the brackets. So that's just, we're just in the 3rd month of the year. It's still a 12-month year. Every month is exactly the same as real world months. So nothing to worry about. Is there anything new in the tech tree? Just out of curiosity. No, not really. That's fine. Right. Now, because we're getting this alliance up here, I don't want to attack Faerghus because our alliance would be useless. So I'm potentially attacking either Leicester or Seros. What have I got against the Leicester Alliance? Not too much. Let's just attack Seros and then hope that by the end of this we end up with enough for one of these to get a proper duchy war going. So, declare war. We want to just do a county conquest. We could do a holy war. The problem with a holy war is that everybody could join in. So I'm just going to do one of those. We're just going to take the bit that's right next to us. Yeah, let's just try it. Declare war. Right, so let's grab a rally point, move it over here, and get people rallying. I don't see anything else that we need to do. We could hire some of these guys if we felt like it. I don't think we necessarily need to. Let's raise our armies. So let them all merge up. So they're actually calling a holy order. Okay. So, the Knights of Seiros. The Knights of Seiros are, in the game, the group that you spend a lot of time with. So that's giving them 2,000 troops. That's still not really enough to face us. Okay. I gladly accept your marriage proposal. You'll be joined with my brother Tristane in holy matrimony. Cool. Sounds good. Right. Let's continue getting people together. Wedding celebration. With my marriage, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. I'm just going to take the gold, I guess. Yeah, that's probably the best option anyway, just in case we need some mercenaries. I was half considering taking some prestige, but I think the gold is better. We can call in our ally. We have a bunch of granting vassals to rightful liege. That might be something that we want to do after the war. I probably should have done it before the war, a little bit of vassal management, but you know, wanted to get things going. So we're just going to send these 3. Let's send them over like this. So you're going to go there, you're going to go there, and you're just going to sit here as kind of like a backup. Let's go. Are they doing anything? Not yet. So I'd imagine they're going to merge their troops up over there. So it's going to take them a while to get to us. I would hope. Okay. So a couple of sieges going. 6 months on, 7 months on them. Let's let that go. Just looking for the enemy army anywhere along our borders. Don't see them so far. Anything else in here? Nope. Nothing we need to worry about. Anyone else joined on their side? Nope. They have 3,000 troops, but that's still not really enough. Murder, Bewinged Messenger. As my scheme moves closer to fruition, swift communication is key. I have an especially clever pigeon which Naim, would that be Naim, could use to send an urgent message to me here in Embar if the need arises. But how would I get the bird into the castle of Fraldarius? So I can pay some money, and that would give us messenger pigeon, which sounds good, or I could send the gift like I could just send it myself. Yeah, let's pay. He gained messenger pigeon. A baroness has accused my vassal of having an extramarital affair. Oh no! That's completely irrelevant to what's going on right now. How's our scheme looking? 50% chance? That's not bad. Anyone else want in? Not really? Okay, that's fine. Right, we're about to finish 2 sieges. There's their army. They have just arrived here. It's going to take them a long time to get to our capital, which should be somewhere over here this way. Somewhere over this way. Yeah, it's going to take them a really long time to siege down into there. We're probably going to get their land much, much quicker, especially the war goal. So we can probably get the war goal and then make our way over there. Pregnancy. Ah, we are going to have a child. Wonderful. We can ransom the baron we just caught. I will do that for a little 12 gold, economy injection. Wonderful. Send you over there. You're going to go in there. And you're just going to move up to be a little bit of a defender with them. We're going to go to speed 5 just for a little bit to let our sieges go. Murder en route. When the time comes, my agents will need a safe escape route out of Duke Rodrigue's castle, should anything go wrong. A detailed map of the local plains with all of its hidden paths and caves would be an invaluable resource. So I can pay a hunter from Fraldarius to draw a map. Okay, but we could also get Tattletale from that, which lowers our secrecy. Would potentially give us success chance. In fact, it would 100% give us success chance. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to pay them. They've been paid. They were discreet as well. Fantastic. We should be at 63. We're getting there. A chance of killing them soon. Knights and peasants. With the recent upset among the peasants of Fraldarius, one of my agents has presented a unique suggestion for taking care of Duke Rodrigue. With coin in the right pockets and agitators on every corner, we could stage an entire riot while the Duke is passing through the streets. There's only a 12% chance it's discovered and a 63% chance he's killed. You know, it's Fire Emblem, let's roll the dice. Duke Rodrigue is dead, beat and trampled by his own subjects. The agitated peasants went wild seeing their liege riding through the streets and tore both him and several of his knights from their mounts, beating them to death. Many peasants were hanged, including my agitators, which means it cannot be traced back to me. Fantastic. Okay, well, my next suggestion would be that we murder, we murder the next person who's in charge over here. So in this land, we're going to murder Felix. So, Felix, sorry about this. We're going to plan your murder. We can convince this priest that he really wants to join. We have some money for that, so let's do it. We're paying for it effectively with the marriage payment, which seems like that's inappropriate, but, you know, we're doing it anyway. Right, we have ticking war score now, which is quite nice. And we're also, we have ticking war score, and we're almost going to be able to reinforce up enough to get over here and actually fight them off. Although they have 4,000 over there, so they have a reasonable amount. I have talked to countless mothers and midwives, taking their advice to heart, yet when the time arrived, I realized no amount of preparation could ever be enough. The pains were all-consuming, and I feared for my life, but I made it through and now I have a perfect little son. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would befit such a mighty lord? We're not going to name him Lindhart. There's absolutely zero way. He has the blood of Seros. Okay. Warrior blood in their vein. What can we do about this? We can name him after an ancestor. A good whatever name. Or an Adrestian name. What if we got an Adrestian names? Sylvanus. Albrecht. Hakon. So, yeah, it seems like this is a mix of a couple of different of the standard game ones. With maybe some extras added in. What about this one? This one is definitely Fire Emblem names. Yeah, okay. A lot of them in here. And then after an ancestor, well, that would just be after like our ancestors here. I don't know who Edelgard would name this one after. You know what? Let's call them Byleth, because Byleth was the name of the teacher that we had. In fact, I wonder if we can find them in the character finder, because that's the main character of the game. Byleth. Let's see. Wait. Try it again. Byleth. First name matches. Only our son and heir. Okay. Spoilers about to appear here. Alright, I gave you a chance. Nope, can't find anyone in there. In which case, let me just look for some other people we could potentially find off of this. Geralt. Let's try that. Geralt. Nope, can't see him here. So I'm guessing the main character just isn't in the game right now. That's interesting. Unless I just can't find them, which is also possible. Are they in court? Palardo, by the way, is a guy that he's a random bandit you have to do a fight against. Just seeing who else we've got. Alfric is from the DLC. As is Yuri. As is Happy and Constance. And there should be one more in here, although he's not there. So I guess there's somewhere else. Yeah, it seems like some of the characters have randomly moved around. But yeah, also it looks definitely like the main character of the game is not implemented yet. Interesting. We can ransom a couple of prisoners. I'll get 44 gold for that one, 25 gold for that one. Cool. Well, I think I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. Next time, what we're going to do is we're going to finish up this war, hopefully do some bigger wars against maybe some of the bigger players, and just see what else this mod has to offer. So, if you enjoyed this, I only say this at the end of a series, or end of episodes. Basically, like, subscribe, all of that sort of stuff. It helps the episode, it helps the series grow, and it helps the channel grow in general. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.